Aloha! This is my aloe plant that I keep in my room. It's called Mr. Aloastopher. And he, or she, doesn't matter, is a beautiful, beautiful piece of art and plant and tree that keeps me healthy and will keep you healthy too. Because, folks, you should keep aloe in your room. It's good. This plant's been in my room for like 2 years. I cut off the ends sometimes. It gets a little crunchy sometimes. Just put it back into the soil so it has food. Eats itself. It eats itself. It's like when you eat your dead skin. Not that I do that. What am I, gold member from Austin Powers? Gold! Right? But this is my aloe plant, Mr. Aloastopher. I wanted to introduce you guys. He's a good dude or woman, whatever you want. I don't really care. It's a plant. For frick's sake, it's a plant. It identifies as an aloe plant. I know. I'm sorry I was even playing the game. But anyway, get yourself an aloe plant, folks. It's good for your room. Or rosemary. Or the snake plant. Look into plants for your room. There's good stuff out there for your room. Welcome to Art Connoisseur. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. This is Mr. Aloastopher. This is Mr. Squigs over here. We got a bunch of art going on in the background. Look at it. Look at it all. Look at it all. We're having fun this week. We're getting right into it. We got another episode of Art Connoisseur, folks. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. I'm the Art Connoisseur. Let's get into looking at art, folks. Mr. Aloastopher says, hello, Stopher. Let's go, Stopher. We'll go, Stopher, Mr. Christopher. When we start here, Stopher, with Sad Kitty. That's right. This is billed as Sad Kitty. It looks more of like a fox to me, but we'll call it Sad Kitty. Actually, if you think about it, foxes and kitties get along really well from what I've learned. They're good friends in the wild even, which is crazy. But with that said, Mr. Christopher, how do you feel about this piece? How much does it cost, sir? Please, take it away. It's billed as vintage Sad Kitty, so maybe it's from the 60s or 70s. And that would account for the price. $40 for that piece. And if it came out of the 60s or the 70s, maybe $40 is okay. But to be quite honest with you, that's more of a $5 piece to me. I'm not really looking more past that. $5 at best. It's a good little piece. I mean, if someone gave it to me for free, I'd be like, cool, that's cool, thank you. If I had a friend or someone I loved to draw it and go, hey, look what I drew, I'd be like, oh, that's sweet, dude. So good for you. But otherwise, $40 for that piece? You're crazy. If you get the right crowd, I'm sure the right crowd's out there. She's 65 years old, and you should probably just give her a deal on it. Like, ask for a $20 bill will be good enough. But that's just me. On to the next piece. The next piece was billed as Naked Woman. I call it the Naked Woman lean. Lean to the left. Lean to the right. Take your clothes off now. Oh, yeah. But with that said, Mr. Christopher, how much does it cost? How do you feel about it? Would you buy it? Where would you put it if you did buy it? Please, sir, we're all interested in these questions. Please, sir, please take it away. $30 for the Naked Woman lean. It's got Leo DiCaprio from the Titanic vibes, like Leo DiCaprio from the Titanic. What's his name? Jack Dawson. Jack Dawson drew that, like with his pencil and his little jot book. What is it called? Sketchbook. Jot book, sketchbook, it's all the same, right? So, but I like it. I wouldn't buy it. I would take it if it was given to me. I would be like, thank you. If I could draw that well and I drew my woman that well, I'd keep it in that case. I just feel like certain things, this is a man's perspective, but you can't have certain naked girl pictures in your room or your house. Because if you have a female, they're all insecure, every single last one of them. So if you have a female, she's going to come in your room and be like, who is that? Who drew that for you? And who did you draw? And then you have to be like, and then you have to tell the truth. But from my experience, the truth doesn't matter. And you're better off probably lying and maybe just getting rid of the picture and burning it all together, because do you really want to deal with it? I don't. I didn't even think this was going to be a problem. Sorry, I have a picture on my wall. Sheesh. Mr. Christopher comes from abusive relationships. It's not a good thing. That's why he's alone. That's why it's called Mr. Christopher's world and not Mr. Christopher's and his wife's world. That's why it's called Mr. Christopher's world and not Mr. Christopher and his friend's world. But with that said, let's go. Let's get to the next piece, folks. Let's go. Next, we're going here to what I'm calling the Leaving Bull. That's right, folks, the Leaving Bull. This is a cuck piece. As you can see, the bull is leaving the situation that he just dominated. He's out of there. I also call this piece Freeing Yourself from Mental Slavery. Yes, that's right. Freeing yourself from mental slavery. But with that said, Mr. Christopher, how do you feel about it? What do you think? Would you buy it? Where would you put it? How do you feel? Please, sir, please take it away. The Leaving Bull. Freeing yourself from mental slavery. $50 for that piece. Get out of my house forever. You're not even allowed at the door. I will call the police if I see you. Leave. Listen, the Leaving Bull. Whew, $50 is wild. It's a wild price to ask. It's a wild price to ask. I mean, I'm sorry. For that piece, that's like a $5 at best piece. Yikes. Yikes. But with that said, folks, on to the next piece. And for the next piece, folks, we're going to this piece, folks. Couple kissing on a bike. It has Banksy vibes. It's bringing Banksy vibes to the table. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Banksy. Couple kissing on a bike. It has nice. It's got the flowers. It's got the red skirt. Everything else is like a black and white newspaper-ish situation. Gives me 1940s, 1920s. I like that. Mr. Christopher, how do you feel about it? How much does it cost? Please, sir, take it away. 15 smackaroonies for that piece. For $15, I'd holla at that piece. It's not terrible. I have no reason to get it personally. I don't know where I'd put it. Again, this is one of those situations where it's like a game room. It would be nice in a game room. I wouldn't get that piece for my daughter. It'd be uncomfortable. I'd be uncomfortable with that in my daughter's room. I'm trying to think. Where else would that piece go? It could go, I was going to say like a modern museum, a museum of modern arts. And I would, if I went, I'd be like, ugh, okay. That's, yeah. I ain't getting it. It's worth the 15. 15's fine, or 10, or 5. On to the next piece. For the next piece, we're going here to this beautiful piece, which was simply billed as beautiful trees, lavender, and windmill. But I call it lavender fields forever, obviously. Lavender fields forever. Picture yourself in a lavender field under a tree where a windmill blows. All right, but beautiful frame. Mr. Christopher, how much does this piece cost? How do you feel about it? Would you get it? Please, sir, please. Take it away. Lavender fields forever. Picture yourself in a lavender field with lavender honey and lavender skies. Somebody comes up and asks you a question, and you look at them with lavender eyes. Lavender in the sky with diamonds. All right. Lavender, $400 for that piece. $400 for that piece. And folks, that's a museum piece. If I walk into your house and you have that piece on the wall, I'm going to go, elegant! Art, madame! Art! Sir, you know how to pick your pieces. Madame, you know how to pick your pieces. That's what I'll do. Elegant! I'll do it. But if you don't have that piece, who knows? If you have, it depends on what the art you have on your wall is. But for that one, that's my reaction to that. And $400, honestly, it's a museum wall piece, folks. Look at that frame. It's beautiful. The art itself, it's a beautiful, nice piece. It's only going to get more valuable as time rolls on. I mean, maybe. There might be a time period, the Dark Ages. I'm sure in the Dark Ages, no art sold. Nobody was like, I need that for a lot of money. So there could be future Dark Ages where nothing is worth money at all. I don't know, but in the world where it is worth money, $400 for that piece is decent. It's a great, beautiful piece. And the next piece is the last piece, and it's also a nice piece. And I'm going to get into that. Let's show you that piece. Let's go. The next piece, the last piece, folks, we got this forest painting in gilded frame. Beautiful painting. And if you remember what a gilded frame is, folks, it's a wooden frame painted with gold. That's right. That is not a gold frame necessarily, but it's painted with gold. I'm sure people would scrape the gold off and sell it. I'm sure those slimy hand people would do that. But anyway, forest gilded frame, Mr. Christopher, how much does it cost? Please, sir, please take it away. Who are those slimy hand people you be referring to there? I don't know how to do the Jew thing. How do you do the evil Jew hand? Am I doing it right? Right. Forest painting in a gilded frame. Beautiful painting, folks. You know, Mr. Christopher, I am the Lorax. Thus I speak for the trees. Thus I like a tree painting more than most other paintings, folks. And this is beautiful. And then in the gilded frame, the frame is also beautiful. $225 for this piece. Much more reasonable than $400 for the last piece. I think this piece it's almost equal. I think $225 is good for this piece. If you had this on your wall, I'd be like, wow, you are classy, sir. Wow, ma'am. Wow, madame, you have some class to you. I'd be kind of shocked if that was on a woman's wall. I don't know. Maybe it's sexist of me. I just would be. But hey, it is what it is. With that said, that's the end of Mr. Christopher's world. That's the end of Art Connoisseur with me. Mr. Christopher, I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. I hope you enjoyed. R.I.P. Oliver Tree. That's the genuinely last time I'll ever say it. Maybe, there could be times down the line where I say something like that. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know a dang thing. What I do know is currently that this is the end of the shows. I'll see you for movie review next week. Farewell. Never be afraid. Always lead with love. Keep moving forward. Bye. Mr. Christopher, you crazy.